Sunita Williams was taken to International Space Station on 5th of June for a planned period of 6 days. As we all know, because of the Boeing Starlink crew module service module issue of a thruster as well as helium leakage, the program was abandoned and she was left in International Space Station. Now it is more than 150 days. And the Starlink, NASA's Starlink, Boeing has come back to Earth without taking the astronauts back to Earth. Now, from a planned period of 6 days to 150 plus days, what is the impact? And what is the impact on health? What is the impact on her mental, physical, psychological condition is what is being talked about now, and what has made the news even in the recent past. If you see, International Space Station is an ideal place for a human being to stay other than the Earth is what is being claimed. But however, it cannot be same as that of the Earth. A simulation cannot be 100% and it's always possible that there are some shortcomings in the ISS compared to what is the situation available on the Earth. Specifically, from the zero gravity point of view, from the radiation point of view, from the temperature excursion point of view, and also from the general general behavior and general nature of living in the earth to ISS over a long period of time is what is being debated now. Now, since she has been staying there for nearly more than 6 months now, there is going to be effect on her bone, where the density of the bone can come down. It can there is effect on the muscle. There is going to be effect on the brain. Is going to be then there is going to be psychological conditions. There is going to be heartbeat related and the vital systems related issues which necessarily need to be taken care while in ISS. The astronauts are completely prepared and completely trained, thoroughly trained to take care of all these situations, and they are expected to be there safely for many days in the ISS without having any catastrophic impact on their health condition. Having said that, right now there are news that the Sunita Williams is having issues in terms of physical as well as psychological conditions, but NASA has given a clarification that everything is fine and she has been thoroughly taken care with the due exercises, with the few food supplements, and also with sufficient interaction with her both at the ground and at the ISS. Therefore, now the situation is that the Crew 9 module has gone into ISS, and she is expected to be brought back on an emergency basis, what we call it as what NASA is calling it as the recovery mission for the astronauts. Hopefully, the best that could happen is that she could come back to Earth around 15th of December. That is the best, and the worst case is, as declared by NASA, it will be 15th of February. Once this is the situation now, and even though there could be degradation in terms of mental, physical, psychological conditions, there is no catastrophe as such. There is no threat for the life, is what NASA has very clearly declared, and also they said that astronauts are very safe in ISS. However, there are recovery and rehabilitation programs for all the astronauts. The same applies to both Sunita Williams as well. Once she comes back, she has to go through the natural and the required rehabilitation program. Now that there is zero G and it is the floating condition for the human beings, as soon as she lands, even the balancing, walking walking and the balancing and also the normal behavior has to be toned up. So there is extensive rehabilitation program which could run for few tens of days before any astronaut becomes normal, and that applies for Sunita Williams also. In summary, I would say that of course it is a concern for anyone to stay in space for such a long time, and there is going to be effect on physical, psychological and mental conditions, and NASA is taking care of all this and trying to address all these issues, and also the safe return of Sunita Williams, and of course she necessarily has to go through the rehabilitation program, and it's all the prayers and the best wishes for her for a safe return at the earliest.